I'm 404 here. In this video, we are going to be talking to Dima, and confronting him. So, let's go talk to Dima. I don't know if we're gonna kill him though. I just need first. Because the original Captain Avery, it pretty much sounded like that's what she wanted. She wanted to be a synth. She wasn't forced into being a synth. Unless Dima lied to her about something when you become a synth, something happens or something like that.
Dima.
We must find some way to bring peace to the children of Adam and Farharbor.
Your memories led me to a gravesite. You killed Captain Avery and replaced her with a synth, so you could control Farharbor.
What? That's impossible. Let me see what you found. I did it. I killed a woman from Farharbor and replaced her. I stripped a synth's identity from her and made her an agent.
Why did you do it?
I needed to calm Farharbor. A moderate voice. An example of what humanity should be. How we could exist together as equals. But I couldn't live with the memories of the blood on my hands. A human and a synth are both gone because of me.
Okay. Let's be practical. How do we proceed from here?
You're right. We have to focus on what has to be done now.
Is that what you call justice? Because I sure don't.
I'm starting to see things more clearly. We have to keep this secret from Farharbor. If they knew I had done this, they wouldn't destroy just me. They'd come after Acadia, and then without us, the fog condensers will eventually fall into disrepair. Everyone will die. I have an idea. There's still a way we can bring peace. But the fact that I've replaced a human with a synth must remain hidden.
So, you did all of that on your own? No one else in Acadia is involved?
What I've done goes against all of our ideals. I even hid it from myself. So, no, there can't be anyone else.
I'll keep your secret, Dima.
Thank you. Maybe the guilt will keep me focused.
It didn't seem to stop him before.
As horrifying as it might be to suggest, this memory you've recovered has given us a new option. If Farharbor could be made more tranquil by our intervention, then perhaps the same trick will work twice on the children of Adam. We could replace High Confessor Tectus with someone willing to forgive Farharbor and work towards reconciling.
Okay. I do kind of agree with him. I don't like causing anarchy and stuff from putting a synth in, but if it means peace, that's good.
If it means peace for the island, all right. Tell me the plan.
This will be difficult for both of us, but I think it's our only option. I'll need you to leverage your access to the High Confessor and lure him to a secluded location. You should be able to find a spot in the Bay's old command center where you can deal with him discreetly and hide the remains. Once your work is done, return here and the replacement will move in and take command.
Okay, I'll do it. Any ideas on how I can get him alone?
Tectus lives in fear of being usurped by his predecessor Martin. Despite that, in all likelihood, Martin is dead. But if you somehow uncovered evidence of Martin's imminent return, I expect Tectus would be interested hearing all you know in private. All we have to do is manufacture Martin's uprising. To do so, I'll need raw material. Martin recorded many of our conversations. Those in the nucleus have certainly been destroyed. But I built a small refuge for Martin many years ago when he needed respite from the family. Go there and collect any tapes you can find. I'll begin work on our replacement. And here, I want you to have this as well, for what you've done for us.
Acadia shield, +1 in agility, intelligence, and endurance. Okay.
If you wanted to stay...
Hey,
Do something for you?
over here.
Thanks, but I've got my own place back in Diamond City.
Among humans, here you'd be
Hey,
your own kind.
Nick.
I hate to break it to you, but I define my kind as people I know, that I trust. What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
He's your brother.
It's hard to deny it, Nick. The similarities are pretty obvious.
I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure, or they gave up, just plain got bored. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. I never thought of the possibility that someone wanted me out, helped me escape. There's got to be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and Dima? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Actually, I think I already found something inside of Dima's memories. Take a listen.
All right. Let me run this real quick. God. Dima really did help me escape the Institute? I wasn't just tossed out with the garbage. I must have still been in a haze from one of the Institute's experiments on me. Did I really attack him? Did he really knock the daylights out of me and leave me for dead? Damn it. Why can't I remember?
Take it easy, Valentine. People forget things. Especially after something traumatic, like what happened between you and Dima.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I wanted proof Dima and I had history, and I got it. Now I just gotta figure out what to do. Should I give him a chance? Try to accept him as my brother? He might just be the only other prototype synth that exists.
Give Dima a
I
chance.
think you'd regret it if you didn't try to get to know him better.
You're right. Maybe next time we swing by Acadia, I'll try to be a little... Thanks, by the way. We must be doing pretty well if you're willing to leave that behind. Hey, you, got a sec?
Of course, Nick. What's up?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes, memories of places I've never been, things I've never seen, memories of Nicks. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am, that I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
Someone your age should be happy to have any memories at all, let alone a spare set.
I suppose so. But having to juggle my memories and all Nick's baggage makes things tough sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
We could give you a new name. Would that help? Ah, I got it. Crumblebot. 3000.
Well, I suppose it's the thought that counts. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks. You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man, did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath the sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
Eddie Winter was from my time. Real scumbag.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
You don't mean to tell me he used that radiation to...
That's right. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound. Ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories. The girl. My girl. They're not really my memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful. And innocent. And Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price. So, knowing that...
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. Then we get winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. On my way out the door, I spotted an active evidence terminal. Bet my hat that terminal is the key to finding the rest of the tapes. Probably worth revisiting any police departments you may have stumbled across in your travels as well.
Okay. Oh great, we're traveling to the glowing grove. We're about to get like dosed with 1,000 rads per second or something. Oh man. Should have looked before I traveled. Okay, it's spawned us out of the glowing globe. Right.
Perfect.
Okay, let's have a listen to these holotapes.
Thank you for coming so quickly. I heard about the execution. I can't believe they killed your missionary, Martin. I'm sorry. Brother Andrews, a good soul.
Sorry,
The phone is mine. If I'd realized things had become so tense in Farharbor, I would have never let him leave. They blame us for the fog overrunning the town, Dima. And now, the children, it's Tectus. He won't listen. He wants to prepare for war. Lights out for you. I believe the others will follow him. Go. Time was. I would have laughed at such a notion, but now. Andrews was beloved by many. It's brought out the worst in them. Fury, hate. It was tolerable when it was just Tectus. Dima, something must be done. Exile? Exodus. I think it's time you and I convinced the citizens of Farharbor to leave.
Some of the Senate refugees in Acadia are Institute escapees who refused to get their memories wiped by the railroad. Others underwent the process, but the memory wipe didn't take or started to unravel.
You can't be serious. You know as well as I, they're not meant for this place. The fog. How long before the condensers are finally
Dima,
overwhelmed?
I recovered the tapes from Martin's hideout.
Excellent. Yes. These look like they'll serve. Let me take a listen. Good to hear his voice again. Some grim material to work with. There. No pleasure in twisting the words of an old friend. But I believe Martin would understand. This tape should be sufficient to pique the High Confessor's interest in joining you in the command center. But Tectus is nothing if not wary. Earning his trust before approaching should help guarantee this all plays out more smoothly. You'll then have to dispose of the remains. Old maintenance shaft walls were never terribly well maintained. They should be able to serve your needs. Once you're done, return here and we'll send the replacement on his way.
I'm ready.
Then I won't keep you any longer.
Listen, children. Tectus' time is over. The nucleus must prepare for a new order. Mine.
The Great Divide.
The Great Divide? You talking about the divide in New Vegas? Or is he talking about like the division of Adam or something like that? I don't know, something crazy. Okay, up there.
Yes.
Adam will lead us all to glorious division.
Ah, I'd heard whispers of a new convert. Welcome, brother. How does it feel to take your place among Adam's chosen?
It's an honor, High Confessor.
I'm glad you feel as such. There are many who would squander Adam's grace. Let me ask you a question. You've been to Farharbor, yes? Seen its barriers against Adam's holy fog? What would you do with...
Farharbor's a hellhole. I'd wipe it out.
Precisely. The only way to deal with an infection. Cleanse the wound and cauterize the flesh.
You want to wipe out that entire town? Didn't know you were so bloodthirsty.
No, Valentine, I'm going to get on his side.
While Farharbor fortified their bastion of heresy, we tried to help them, to bring them out. But now that I am all Adam's foes, whether Farharbor cowering behind their precious condensed, they will come to recognize Adam. But it is only through unity that we can succeed. Now, was there anything you required?
I recovered a holotape. Confessor Martin is planning to come back and take over. We should come up with a plan, but not here. The command center tunnels should be far enough away from the rest of the children.
Martin, it can't. Play it. I want to hear that coward's voice.
Listen, children. Tectus' time is over. The nucleus must prepare for a new order. Mine.
I can't believe it. He's alive. None of the other children can know about this. The command center, you said. I'll ensure we aren't disturbed.
Okay, now let's go find the command center. Because I pretty much have no idea where the command center is.
We're sucking down a lot of rats sticking around here.
Come on! Don't mind my friends. These children have proven they can be trusted. Unlike some. You walk into my chambers, carrying... You simply happened upon it. If you value your life...
Nice try. Texas is dead. Just have to deal with his zealots.
Good.
Nick, stop. Jeez.
Inside, you got all odds and ends in this one.
Okay, I don't think that they will attack me. At least I hope not. Why don't you just let me take control over the children of Adam?
Please.
I'll just return to Dima. Tell him that it's ready. Well, his replacement is ready to be
Let his light guide you.
sent in.
It sounds like quite the experience, but I'm glad to know there will be peace on the island again.
Atom's vision was clear on the matter. I must thank you again for sheltering me while under its sway.
Think nothing of it. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
You are too kind, Ema. I should only need just a little more fresh air.
So, Dima, got a question.
Hey, Dima.
I suppose you've heard the news? The High Confessor's
You
had a
know me
vision.
before the personality
Atom
imprint?
demands peace. Can I assume you're here to tell me your task is done?
It's been dealt with.
Excellent.
I'm starting to...
Right.
Peace can finally... It's a heavy burden what we've done. But now the nucleus, Farharbor...
And you really believe you can trust the High Confessor?
I do. I have given him all of the best traits of Tactus, and also of Martin. Memories of his gentle voice.
Mm-hmm. It was the right thing to do.
It was necessary. Hope for a better future. That will be the judge of our actions. I'll handle things from here. The children will revel.
Sure.
And my people here. For all you've done. You should also pay a visit to the nucleus.
Uh-huh.
And of course, you are welcome after all. Where would we be without you?
You receive the Protector of Acadia perk. When severely damaged, there's a chance you receive a massive but temporary bonus to damage and energy resistance. That is pretty good. So, wait, what? I didn't exactly do that. Okay, we need to go talk to Kasumi Nakano. What we came here to originally do, we're about to do.
Well, living in a scientific observatory wouldn't exactly be high on my list of comfortable spots. That fog was far enough below.
I was talking
So,
more about...
it sounds like there's going to be peace on the island. It was you, wasn't it? You found a way to fix things.
Yeah.
It was the right thing to do.
I can't believe people like you actually exist. Part of the reason I didn't trust Dima was because he seemed too selfless. But you're just like him. Hey, listen.
I'm not looking
So,
for anyone's example.
when you first showed up, you came to get me.
Uh-huh.
I hurt Kenji and Ray by leaving, didn't I? I could have just stayed home, pretended everything... Should I go back? Everything in Acadia has been...
Right. You're right, Kasumi. They need you. Go home.
I will. I'll start gathering my supplies and I'll have to say goodbye to... Thanks. For everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go ahead and wear that for a bit. Doesn't protect my face as much, but it looks cool. I think that the Chinese stealth armor is in this DLC. Maybe wrong though. Or maybe the Marine tactical armor or whatever is it. Okay, let me look that up. 1 second. Chinese stealth armor Fallout 4. No, there is not one in Fallout 4, but this is the closest thing that you can get to one in Fallout 4, so, yeah. Okay, first let's go visit the nucleus, and then we're going to go talk to Mr. Nakano, and finally finish this DLC. But I probably will record some more videos on it, but it's just going to be about, like, I don't know, going around and completing, like, side missions, or just visiting places, stuff like that. I think that we can still use the nuclear launch key and stuff though.
Gather, brothers and sisters. Gather to hear his word.
Your Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. What say we get out of here?
Peace. In the throes of a brilliant vision, he spoke, and now I obey. Atom demands peace. With Farharbor, with Acadia, within our family. And any found disobeying Atom's word will answer for their crimes. Let none stand in the way of his radiant will. Glory to Atom! Glory to Atom!
Oh. Excuse me, High Confessor.
You. I knew it. I knew it was you. In my vision. There, beside our brilliant master. Here, you must have this. It...
Adam's bulwark. Damage resistance and energy are increased with rads. So the more rads that you have, the more it's gonna...
High Confessor.
Harmony will be maintained on the island.
Okay. Well, we just got some better marine armor, but and let's go. I have to go and upgrade that. So now let's go talk to Mr. Nakano. See what he has to say. Pretty sure that Kasumi Nakano is gonna have plenty of stories to tell her mom and dad. Let's go ahead and head back to the Commonwealth.
Mom? Dad? I'm home.
Kasumi? Oh my God, my baby is okay.
Welcome back home, Kasumi.
It's good to be home.
You saved my daughter. Thank you.
Happy to do it, Kenji.
You don't often see kindness in the Commonwealth. I'll never forget this.
If any of you ever need help again, you know where to find us.
Kasumi, does this mean you know we're your parents, right? You're not a synth.
I know, Mom. I'm sorry. I was just so confused. I wanted to go somewhere. Anywhere.
It's okay, Kasumi. You're home now.
Listen to Kasumi next time, Kenji. Don't just try to keep her safe. Talk to her.
I know. I will. I was holding on so tightly, I almost lost her. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. You're right. We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. I buried it all near the house. I'm not the explorer he was. I don't need them. I think...
Thank you, Kenji.
You've earned it. Thank you again.
See you around, Kenji.
Goodbye, Nick.
Thank you for everything. We're a family again. This is how it should be.
Okay, let's go see what our reward is. Okay. It was just a bunch of heavy combat armor stuff. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Nick and Ellie.
Hey.
I'm listening. This line of work, you have to expect the unexpected. Still, I've got to admit, I've never had a case quite like Kasumi's.
I want overtime pay for this one, Nick.
That makes two of us. I'm glad things ended as well as they have. The Nakanos are a happy family again. As much as anyone around here can be.
Okay, I think it was then talk to Ellie. And then maybe finally we can bury the hatchet on here. And then next video we are probably going to start the Vault Tech Workshop DLC. Which the Vault Tech Workshop DLC is probably just going to be fun. There's not really going to be anything else to it other than, you know, just having fun.
We may have liberated the Commonwealth, but our job is far from over.
You're back. How did everything go with the Nakano case?
Take a guess. How do you think it went?
Well, you were away for a long time, and don't take this the wrong way, but you smell like the ocean. So I'm guessing you had to track someone down a long distance. By boat, maybe. Guess I was right about the missing person angle, and that's all I can tell. Come on, I'm not a...
I tracked Kenji's daughter to a synth refuge up north near Farharbor. She's back home, safe and sound.
That's great. We don't often get to bring people good news. It's a nice change of pace. Thanks for coming in for this one. I knew something good was happening when you and Nick started working together. Don't be a stranger, Gumshoe.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're giving our friend here all the credit.
Just keeping you on your toes, Nick.
Okay, guys. Well, this is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, go ahead and like. And if you're feeling extra generous today, go ahead and subscribe. Talk to all of you later, and bye.